If I were to be in my 20s again, what advice would I give myself? Prepare yourself for later in life. Decide what you wanted.
I'm 53 years old. If I could go back, here's the advice I would give to my younger self. Don't be in a rush to do the adulting. Stay home, work on your skills, your self-worth.
As a 33-year-old woman, I'm going to tell you guys the things in my 20s that I wish I would have done differently, or any advice that I have for 20-year-olds, because, yeah. Number one,
things I wish I knew in my 20s about men in honor of my 31st birthday. I don't know where this came from, but he's not going to like you more if you try harder. And when he's not into you, it has almost nothing to do with you and almost everything.
Do study or get experience in it so you can take good care of yourself and you won't necessarily have to rely on somebody else. But I think you should have a lot of fun. This is the time in life that you need to have a lot of fun. When you get older, you need to have a lot of fun too. But don't save it all until you're older, because if you don't know what fun is like at 22, you're not even going to know what fun is like at 32 or 42. Get a good mixture of responsibility, but a lot of fun. Don't rush your life along. You have so many things, exciting things that you could do and people you could do it with. You have plenty of time for marriage. And even if you did decide that you loved this guy and he loved you and you wanted to get married in your late 20s, don't rush children. You have plenty of time to do all these things together. You could see the world together. You could go for a year traveling around from country to country and see the world. As long as you set your patterns so that you can come back and take care of yourself and you have the means to do that because you've educated yourself in whatever field it is you want to be in. And truth is, I am young because I still feel young. If you feel young and you act young and you don't think you're an old person, you stay young longer. Yeah.
You're becoming.
I'm 53 years old. If I could go back, here's the advice I would give to my younger self. Don't be in a rush to do the adulting. Stay home, work on your skills, your self-worth, your education, invest in yourself, especially if you have supportive parents. Stay home for as long as you can, because being in a rush to go pay bills is ghetto. Listen to me. When you're young, you think that you know everything. And I'm telling you, you don't. Being in a rush to become an adult, to start paying bills, you will soon find out that it ain't all it is wrapped up to be. 2, know your worth. You're worthy just because you're born. You're worthy because your essence is from God. Your worth is innate. It's intrinsic. It has nothing to do with getting married, being a wife, carrying a child, or knowing how to cook and clean and how to take care of a man. That is not what being worthy is. Number 3, be financially savvy. If you work in corporate America, they offer a 401k and they're matching it. Contribute the max to your 401k. Learn about the value of great credit. Don't rush to get into debt. Save, invest, make your own money. All right? Listen to me, girls. Listen to me. I think we're only 4, but I'm not sure. Don't be boy crazy. Don't be in a rush to just give up the goods. Don't have one night stand. Don't do it. Just because you went on a date and they bought you dinner does not mean you need to just give up the goods. You are worth the wait Any man who cannot wait, all right, does not know your worth. If they don't see your worth, they will never see it. I don't care how much of the flower you give to him, he will never see your worth, honey. So don't be in a rush to just sleep with him. For what? I don't know what number I'm on, but my mother used to say this. She's right. You cannot live on love and fresh water. Take your time. One of the most important decisions you will ever make in life is choosing a partner. A partner will make or break you. So make sure you know your worth. Have high standards, because as a woman, when you need a man, you decide to say yes, they will either bring you up to their level or bring you down. So have standards and stick to them. Talk to your father. If you are lucky enough to have your father around, he treats your mother well, talk to your father. Especially if you have an amazing father who provided for you and your family and your mother. You understand? Have these adult conversations. Don't be afraid. And I think with us too, with mothers, I don't have a daughter, but if I had a daughter, my God, I would not shelter her. I would tell her everything there is to know about the world. I would teach her to be completely obsessed with herself, with her own development, her own hobbies, with her own passion, creating a life that she is proud of. And everything else will be a byproduct of that. Woo! I've made so many mistakes in my 20s. I don't regret them because you can't go back, but there are mistakes that I've made that cost me. I just wish I had listened to the elders, because they know. If you're in your 20s, please use TikTok wisely. Go listen to older Black women or older women in general. But if you're a Black woman, go listen to older Black women who are in their late 40s, 50s, and 60s. You're going to learn a lot, and it will shelter you from a lot of heartbreaks and a lot of mistakes. Take care of yourself, girls. Take care of yourself.
Let me tell you something the internet won't. Women over 50 are out here dropping wisdom like Beyonce drops surprise albums. Quietly, confidently, and with receipts you can't argue with. So gather round, my 20s and 30s girlies, because the aunties, the big sisters, and the I've lived 3 lives already club have spoken, and I'm just here to translate.
As a 33-year-old woman, I'm going to tell you guys the things in my 20s that I wish I would have done differently, or any advice that I have for 20-year-olds, because, yeah. Number 1, do not stay in any kind of relationship that does not bring you joy and happiness. Like, honestly, it is a waste of time. Stop spending your time on men who are emotionally available, who are toxic, whose frontal lobe hasn't even developed, who doesn't even have a stable income, who has horrible habits. In your 20s, stop giving your time, energy, the best years of your life for men that ain't shit, to be honest. Number 2, if you don't like your career, if you don't love your career, change it. Like, if you don't love it in your 20s, you're not going to love it in your 30s. Chances are you're going to be even more tired of it in your 30s, and you're going to wish that you'd have done something different in your 20s, and you have enough time. Like, I remember thinking at 24 when I wanted to change my career, like, oh my God, I could be graduated by now. I could be in a corporate America by now. I could be at a, like, at the end of the day, looking back, 24 is so freaking young. 20s are so freaking young. So, like, you have time. Travel. Like, if there's one thing I wish I'd have done more, I don't have a lot of regrets. I probably don't really have a lot, because if I didn't do everything that I did, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. But One thing I wish I would have changed is I wish I would have traveled more. And I did have a plan to travel more. Like at 28, I believe, I was like, hey, I'm gonna just start traveling. And then COVID hit. And then I got pregnant. And then I became a mom. So like, I do feel like COVID had something to do with the reason why I didn't travel in my late 20s, early 30s. But I wish I would have traveled more. I wish I had just bought the freaking flight. Who cares if my bank account is empty? Like, go for the experiences, because you have time later to figure your life out. But stay away from people, specifically friends that are jealous, that talk badly behind your back, that don't defend you, like, and that are not happy for your accomplishments. Like, if they are not happy for your accomplishments and they are jealous, like, you do not want those people in your life, because they'll literally weigh you down. They will not allow you to succeed, because they'll put in your head that what you're doing is wrong, or that what you're doing is not okay, or you're too much, or whatever, your goals are too big. Like, they will literally plant seeds of negativity and doubt in your mind that you otherwise wouldn't have. So do not let those people weigh you down. If you have those kinds of friends, get rid of them immediately. Let me know if you guys want a part 2, because I have so much more where that came from.
I'm 54, and I'm going to tell you what nobody told me when I was 30 years old, but I wish they would have. You're not behind. You're just exhausted from holding everything up by yourself. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to apologize for wanting more. And you're not too late. You're just getting started. Stop waiting for permission to change your life. You don't need it. Some people won't make it into your next season, and that's okay. You can change your life radically in 5 years, but it starts with telling yourself the truth now. You can grieve the life you thought you would have and still build something better. God's not done with you. He's about to reroute everything. Take the trip. Leave the man. Wear the damn dress. You're still beautiful. You always were, even when you didn't believe it. Let the friendships fade. Let your body change. Let your priorities shift. That's not failure. That's becoming. And one more thing, that little voice inside of you that says, there has to be more. She's right. Just wait, sis. Your future self is gonna blow your mind. Hope that helps.
Things I wish I knew in my 20s about men in honor of my 31st birthday. I don't know where this came from, but he's not gonna like you more if you try harder. And when he's not into you, it has almost nothing to do with you and almost everything to do with him. And yes, that goes for attraction as well. Him not being attracted to you is a him thing, not a you thing. Doesn't mean that you're not attractive. For a secure, available man, it literally just takes you smiling and prolonged eye contact for 3 seconds. They'll come over and say hi. The point of a date is for him to woo you, not the other way around. This is why historically women would go out with multiple suitors and see who wooed her the most. If a man makes you feel like your needs are a burden, he probably doesn't like you that much. I'm sorry. And you're probably like, why would a man be around if he doesn't like me very much? And to that I say, fair question. Men will get into a relationship for a sense of security, sex, waiting till the next thing comes along, pretty much any reason. I'm not trying to hate on them. I don't think that most times this is conscious, but this is literally what's proven through behavior. If you don't like being there for your partner, you don't like them very much, because think about someone you really, really like. Doing something for them makes you happy. Naturally, no effort, right? This just makes sense. I said this in my first viral video ever. The best way to deal with men is actually to not focus on them. They can be a character in your story if they want, but they're not going to be the main character. You are. If you're tired of receiving a certain type of behavior, stop accepting it. He only texts you after 9 p.m. last minute to do something, and you don't want to do that anymore, stop replying. Pretty much goes for any unwanted behavior. Just remove yourself from the situation. He'll either catch up or he won't. It's not your responsibility to make him feel better about his poor decisions. Actually, repeated exposure to you coddling him over his poor decisions devalues you in his mind. Whether consciously or subconsciously, if you keep saying that certain behavior is okay, or, oh, it's okay, I understand, he knows now that he can keep getting away with poor behavior. It's very simple. If he wants to go 50-50 with you on dates, chances are there are other masculine things that he's going to want to go 50-50 with you on in the relationship. I'm just saying. Do not listen to words. Don't listen to words. The only thing you listen to is action. I said what I said. You can't just say he's there for you and he's all about you and then not be there for you. Like, what? You're allowed to be attracted to someone. You need to know that it takes months to actually get to know someone. No decisions should be made within the first few months, you know what I'm saying? If something makes you uncomfortable, I promise you it's not just gonna go away. How you allow yourself to be treated is usually a reflection of how you see yourself, and it's usually the best place to start. Boundaries actually make you more attractive. There are 5 guys right now that would absolutely die to take you on a date. Okay, bye.
I'm 64, and if I could go back and talk to myself on my wedding day, I'd tell her to run. But seriously, I tell her, you already know this is not going to work. The red flags are glaring. I tell her, don't ignore them because you're trying to meet some made-up timeline that says that 30s are too old. I tell myself, I know you want this so bad that you're willing to ignore all the signs that are screaming at you. I tell myself, you taught this person how to treat you when you decided your boundaries did not matter. I'd hug myself and say, you deserve more than this person is capable of giving you, and that you must give yourself what you need first.
Big sis advice for anyone in their 20s or even entering their 30s that I wish someone had told me earlier. First, do not put your life on someone else's timeline. You don't have to have the perfect career, perfect anything by 30. Everyone's path, everyone's journey looks different, so embrace yours. Get comfortable saying no. No should be one of your favorite words in the dictionary. Invest in yourself, literally. Take the course, see the therapist, put money into a savings account, start to invest, start doing that now. Your future self is going to thank you. Friendships that matter, pour into them, because trust me, closest friends are going to be the people that are going to carry you through the good and the bad. Lastly, breakups are going to feel like the end of the world. Hear me and hear me good. You will be okay. Person that you thought was the one but is no longer here, they are just making room for the person that fits you better. So let yourself feel it, but know that person was not the only one, okay? I hope this video serves as a reminder that you are exactly where you need to be, and it's up from here.
First things first, your mood is a liar. She's dramatic, unreliable, and would absolutely cancel your whole future because she's not in the vibe today. So we're firing her. We follow the plan. The mood can sit in the passenger seat with her iced latte and her delusions. And while we're on delusions, you are not behind. You're just tired because you've been holding up your whole universe like you're the human version of a Jenga tower. Rest isn't a reward, it's a requirement. You don't need a permission slip to want more out of life. The only person who has to approve your glow up is you. Now, the woman at 30 who thinks she's running out of time. Girl, time? Time is not running out. This is not Mario Kart. There's no finish line where a judge pops out and declares, "Congratulations, she accomplished capitalism and got married by 29. Extra stars, shining, shining, shining." No. Your 30s are for traveling, healing, telling the truth, and staying home because you actually enjoy peace more than parties now. And then there's the woman who said if she could go back to her wedding day, she'd tell younger her to run. Not walk, not jog, sprint like there's a Black Friday sale on self-respect. Because red flags don't turn green just because you're tired of waiting. More wisdom. Take the photo. Wear the tank top. Say what you mean without decorating it in glitter and apologies. If someone is staring at your arms, congratulations, baby. You've become someone's hobby.
You know, if you're a single woman in your 30s, unmarried, no kids, you are winning in life. And let me impart 3 reasons why I feel this way. The first reason is you made it this far without having any children, and that leaves your options very, very open. You know, my generation, we were just expected to get married and have kids. And if you made it to your 30s without being married, you were actually frowned upon. But in this generation, you could do all sorts of things. You could switch careers, you could change cities. The sky's the limit. The second thing is you have to understand that things are not always what they seem. Like, for instance, my best friend, she was 31 or 32 at the time that I was 30. And I'd given myself a 30th birthday party, and she flew out to attend the party. And we were in the kitchen, and I had not yet told her that my first marriage was over and I was getting ready to file for divorce. So we're standing in the kitchen, right? And she says, "Oh my God, you have such a beautiful life. Look at this home, and you have 2 beautiful kids, and blah, blah, blah." And I couldn't hold it anymore. And I said, "Girl, this is a shit show. This is a shit show. We're getting ready to get a divorce." And I just remember her in her singleness, you know, she always felt like she was behind. And I learned from that. Things are not always what they seem. So, you know, comparison is the thief of joy, y'all. And then the last thing I want to impart on you all is that 2 things can occur at the exact same time. And what I mean by that is you can completely be content in your singlehood and enjoy, you know, living alone and not having any children and just loving your life, traveling and all of those things. And then at the exact same time, have periods of loneliness and feeling lonely. And that's okay too. Let those feelings pass through you, because that's all loneliness is. It's a fleeting moment. It'll come and it'll go. Just enjoy the season that you're in, because there are other women looking at you saying, "Oh my God, look at your life." Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Y'all winning. All right. Love y'all. Bye.
If you are a woman in your 30s, this is the most important thing you need to know, coming from your grandma, 43-year-old friend. One of the most important things that I wish somebody would have just reinforced to me when I was in my 30s, I wish somebody would have told me the importance of prioritize yourself, the importance of self-care. My 30s were by far my favorite decade. However, it was the most stressful, busiest time of my life. Part of that is because women usually in our 30s, we are in this marathon of building a career, getting married, having kids, trying to build kind of the future all in 10 years, because society and the world and our culture have told us that everything needs to happen before you turn 40. At my 43 years old, I can tell you, that is not true. When you turn 40, you start seeing things differently, but for the better. But I wish I would have been more intentional about self-care, about really setting boundaries with people, with work, and with things that really were not priority for me, or shouldn't have been priority. So if you're in your 30s, trying to just make it all happen, I am rooting for you. It's great. Just make sure that you remember, take it easy. Slow down. It's gonna come, but there is no reason for you to deprioritize yourself in the process. This is the perfect time for you to really build the foundation for the rest of your life. How are you going to manage boundaries? How are you going to manage stress? Because the higher you go in your career, the most crucial is going to be for you to be able to put boundaries in place. For those of you who are past your 40s, if you have any additional advice that you would like to leave in comments for our younger women who come and see this video, please do so. If you are in your 30s or 20s and you have questions, or you want to know what is it that we need to be doing, what is it that I need to expect in the next 10 years, how should I prioritize? I'm here for you, because honestly, I think that is so missing in the picture here, is that women are not talking among each other. They're not telling each other, listen, I've been through this. Let me tell you how you can do it better. Let me tell you how you can avoid this or that. This is why I have this community here, or I'm trying to build this community, is because I really believe that we need to start supporting each other and understand, for those of us who are older, for those of us who are younger, how can we start building upon each other so we don't have to suffer so much? Because let's be honest, being a woman sometimes sucks, but it's also an amazing adventure. So I'm here for you, rooting for you. And remember, set boundaries. This is your time. Talk to you later, friend.
So I don't know who needs to hear this,
But I'm 63 years old, and if nobody told you today, I've lived through enough life to hand you a few truths. Take the photo. You'll want it later. You'll forget what your smile looked like if you don't. Stop skipping the trip. The money will come back, but the time won't. Wear the dang tank top. If someone's staring at your arms, that's their hobby, not your problem. Say what you mean. The people who get you won't need it sugar-coated. Let people help you. Strength isn't suffering in silence. If it feels off, it is. Your gut is wiser than your excuses. Don't wait for perfect timing. It's already late. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing peace. Love deeply, but not blindly. You can have a soft heart and sharp boundaries. Forgive yourself for the years you played small. You didn't know better, but now you do. If you're not sure if it's love, it's probably not. No one's thinking about your flaws as much as you are. You are not too old. You're just getting started. So you can outgrow people without hating them. Let it be gentle. Start the thing. You'll be glad you did, or you'll have a great story. So don't wait 63 years to learn what I just told you. You can't rewind, babe, but you can show up different from here on out. And I swear, life gets better when you quit asking permission to enjoy it.
To my girlies in their 30s, time isn't running out. It's not. Feels like it is. If you look at social media, oh my God, you're running out of time. It's not. It's not. Other people will make you feel like you're running out of time because they want everyone to do what they're doing so they feel better about their choices. There's no race, like there's no checkered flag at the end of life where they're like, she did it all. Extra stars for when you're dead. Your 30s, travel. Tell people how you really feel. Don't lie to your therapist. And be okay to not be okay. And be okay with missing out because staying in is more fun.
The money comes back, the time doesn't. Your gut, she's the friend who tells you the truth even when you're ignoring her texts. Listen to her. And to my younger women, your worth existed before any man noticed you. Your value didn't come with a degree, a ring, a baby, or a skill set that includes sautéing onions like you're auditioning for Wife Wars. Worth is not earned. It's inherited. Invest your money. Invest in your education. Invest in your standards. They will save you from more foolishness than pepper spray ever could. And don't confuse proximity with passion. Sex and love are not twins. They're not even cousins. They're two separate ideas renting an apartment together because humans love being confused. Lastly, the voice inside you whispering, there has to be more. She's the only one who has never lied to you. Listen to her. She's building the blueprint for a woman your future self is going to scream over like a fangirl. So here's the final verdict from the women who have lived enough life to know better. You're not too late. You're just getting started. Build the life you want. Choose peace over people-pleasing. Take the trip. Leave the situationship. Wear the dress. Start the thing. Raise your standards like they're rent. Because becoming the woman you were meant to be, it's not a race. It's a return.